Have you ever woken up feeling trapped in a golden cage? A cage that seems to have everything you ever dreamed of, but suffocates you until you can't breathe. Or perhaps you feel so exhausted that you can barely drag yourself to work each day. A tiredness not from physical exertion, but a weariness that gnaws from within. A tiredness that makes you wonder, is this really the life I want?
Have you ever felt this way? You have ever looked around at your life and wondered, how did I end up here? You have the job, the apartment, the to-do list, but why does it still feel empty? You keep pushing, you smile, you show up, but inside something feels off. And the scariest part? You are not even sure what is wrong anymore.
If any part of this feels too close to home, don't go anywhere. And if you want to understand these feelings more deeply and find a way out together, don't forget to subscribe to our Think and Rebound channel.
Today, we are going to talk about something many people overlook, but which is a silent threat slowly eroding our life energy. That is burnout. You might think it is just ordinary tiredness, that rest will fix it. But what if it does not go away? What if it starts affecting your relationships, your work, or even your daily happiness? Imagine a day when you were full of passion, wanting to do everything your best. And then suddenly, one day, those feelings vanish, leaving only emptiness. A feeling like your internal battery is completely drained, and no matter how much you charge it, it never gets full. To illustrate this more clearly, we would like to introduce you to the story of May, a fictional name.
May is a young woman who once dreamed of becoming a creator who could make people feel good about their surroundings. She poured all her physical and mental energy into this goal. Over the years, May worked tirelessly to pursue her dream. She took on many large projects, receiving praise from those around her for being capable, highly responsible, and always a reliable team member. But then, something May never thought would happen began to creep in. At first, it started with feeling tired more easily than usual. Waking up in the morning, she did not want to get out of bed. Her energy for work noticeably decreased. Ideas that once flowed freely became stagnant. She started getting irritated more easily by small things she used to let go. Relationships with those around her became strained because she was not in the mood to talk or do activities with anyone. May tried to tell herself, "It is okay, just tired, a little rest will make it better." She tried sleeping more, watching movies, doing random things to relax. But no matter what she did, the feeling of exhaustion and emptiness remained.
The turning point was the day she had to present an important project. Instead of feeling excited and enthusiastic as she usually did, she felt indifferent, lifeless. She could only present out of duty. After that day, May knew this was not just ordinary tiredness, but it was burnout, slowly consuming her life. Have you ever felt like May? Felt like the joy from what you once loved just vanished without reason? If we were in May's situation, how would we decide? Would we continue to push ourselves, or would we stop and truly take care of ourselves?
May decided not to let herself sink into burnout. She started by accepting that she truly had a problem. This is the most crucial first step because many people tend to deny or overlook the warning signs from their body and mind. After accepting it, May began researching burnout. She read books, listened to podcasts, and consulted mental health professionals. What she discovered was that burnout is not just about physical exhaustion, but about emotional and mental exhaustion accumulated from overwork, stress, and a lack of balance in life. May began to change her mindset from believing she had to dedicate 100% to what she did all the time. She started to realize that self-care was equally important. She began setting clear boundaries between her personal life and work. She learned to decline overwhelming tasks, didn't check emails after work, and allocated personal time for activities she truly loved.
May started exercising again, something she used to do regularly, but stopped due to lack of time. She knew that exercise helped reduce stress and boost her energy significantly. In addition, she also focused on quality sleep. She made her bedroom completely dark and quiet, and went to bed at a more consistent time. Another significant change was that May began practicing mindfulness. She learned to live in the present, not dwell on the past, and not worry too much about the future. Mindfulness helped her observe her own emotions and thoughts without judgment, allowing her to understand herself better and manage stress more effectively than before. May also learned to ask for help from those around her. She openly discussed what she was going through with close friends and family.
Expressing her feelings and receiving encouragement from loved ones made her feel less alone and gave her the strength to move forward. And most importantly, May began to value small joys in life. She spent time appreciating nature, reading her favorite books, and slowly sipping her favorite coffee. These things may seem small, but they incredibly helped replenish her spirit. From someone who felt completely drained, May slowly recovered and became vibrant again. She didn't return to being the same workaholic May, but a new May who truly understood balance and knew how to take better care of herself. May's story shows that burnout is not the end, but it is a signal that our body and mind are telling us to stop, rest, and reflect on life.
Besides May, we also have short stories of others who faced burnout and found ways to overcome it. For example, Mr. Somchai, a fictional name, a middle-aged man who once dreamed of building a stable business for his family. He worked so hard, he neglected his own health and rest. He started experiencing chronic headaches, insomnia, and his work efficiency kept decreasing.
His turning point was when his young daughter asked, "Are you sick, Dad? Why do you look so tired?" Those words made him reflect and start reorganizing his work schedule, reducing unnecessary tasks, and finding time for a serious health checkup. Or Nong Kaew, a fictional name, a university student who aspired to excel in all aspects of her studies and life.
Nong Kaew discovered that talking to a close, understanding friend and expressing her feelings helped her feel much better. She started learning to decline unnecessary activities and truly gave herself ample time to rest. Both Mr. Somchai and Nong Kaew faced their own challenges, but what they had in common was that they chose not to give up and turned to mindset and self-development to overcome obstacles.
From these stories, we can see that dealing with burnout is not just about physical rest, but it is about long-term changes in mindset and behavior. The important thing is to understand that our worth is not solely based on the amount of work we do or the successes we achieve. True worth lies in living a happy, meaningful life and having good health in both our body and mind. We must learn to listen to our bodies more, observe various warning signs, and not push ourselves too hard. Setting realistic goals, prioritizing tasks, and learning to say no to things beyond our capacity are also very important for preventing burnout. And don't forget that mental health is just as important as physical health. Finding time for relaxing activities, connecting with those around us, and practicing mindfulness will clearly help strengthen our minds.
Burnout is not something to be ashamed of, but an opportunity for us to pause, reflect, and truly create the life we desire. Once again, it is time for you to start changing yourself. We want you to choose one thing from what we have discussed today and start acting on it immediately. It could be setting clearer work end times, or finding 15 minutes to walk in the park every day, or even telling yourself, "Today I will truly rest completely."
Whatever it is, please start with a small step, because that first step is always the most important. Because self-care is not selfishness, but it is the most worthwhile investment for our own happy and sustainable life. Remember, you are not alone, and you always have the power to change your life for the better.
See you again next episode.